Shabbat Shalom. This is Brother Malachi coming at you. I'm bringing a lesson today. It's titled The Soul After Death. It's coming out of the Apocrypha. My daughter Azaria is here with me. She's going to be my reader. Hezekiah is also in the background. A lot of people don't believe in the Apocrypha, or they say they don't trust the Apocrypha. This right here is a 1611 King James. Right? This book right here has the Apocrypha in it. Okay? The modern King James, this is the modern King James, they took the Apocrypha out. So obviously, if this had the Apocrypha in it, the Most High didn't make a mistake. Okay, so for those that's rejecting it, but there is a lot of wisdom in this book. I'm not saying it's 100%. Nothing is 100%. But let us get into this. This is the only book that I know of that tells you what happened when you die. Okay, so this is very critical for us to know. So we're going to start off at 2nd Ezra's chapter 7, starting at verse 75. Okay, Zara, go ahead and read.
Then I said, Sir, may I ask you, please, to explain to me what happens when we die, when each of us must give back his soul. Will we be kept at rest until the time when you begin to make your new creation, or will our torment begin immediately?
Okay, 76.
I will answer that question also, he replied. But do not include yourself among those who will be tormented, because they have no use for religion.
Okay, and that word is religion is actually Torah or laws, which Torah means laws anyway. Now this is the high priest Ezra's talking to the Most High and questioning the Most High about what's going to happen when we die, which is something everybody wants to know. Okay, Zara, go ahead.
After all, you have a treasure of good works stored up with the Most High, which will not be shown to you until the last days.
Okay, so keep going.
But to answer your question about death, when the Most High has pronounced the final decree that a person shall die, the soul leaves the body to return to the one who has gave it. Immediately, it praises the glory of the Most High.
Okay, so the Most High is saying here, when a person died, their soul immediately comes out of their body, and they return back to where they came from originally, who created them. Right? But there's a big but to this. So let's read on.
Let me explain first about people who had no use for the ways of the Most High.
Okay, so 1 second. So he's going to talk about the people who had no use for the ways. No people who had use for the instruction or the laws of the Most High. Go ahead.
And hated those who worshipped him.
So they hated the people that was doing law. Which, as you know, if you're doing law, people look at you like you're weird, you're crazy. What's wrong with you? Why you can't go out on Saturday? Why you have to why you dress like that? Why you can't just eat this and eat that? They look at you like you're weird because we want to follow the laws. All right, go ahead.
There is no place where their souls can go for rest.
Stop. Go back, read that whole thing again right there.
There is no place where their souls can go for rest.
Okay, so it's telling you, could you read a couple lines before that?
Let me explain. First, about people who had no use for the ways of the Most High.
So this is people who does not live according to the Most High's laws or instructions. Go ahead.
And hated those who worshipped him.
Okay, next verse, 80.
There is no place where their souls can go for rest.
So now the Most High is saying that the wicked people, because I call them wicked, if you transgress the law, the Most High say you're wicked. He said when you die, there's no place for your soul to go. You can't go back to the Creator because your soul is unclean, because you lived an unclean life. You know what I'm saying? You unclean meaning you transgress the laws, you transgress the instructions. Go ahead, read on.
They must wander around forever in torment.
Okay, stop. This is very important. So this is telling you that when a person who is not following the Most High's instruction dies, their soul is going to leave their body because now your flesh is dead. But there's nowhere for you to go. So they wander. Did it say wander around forever? They're gonna wander and wander. That would mean, if this is correct, and I do believe it is, that's telling me there's billions and billions of souls wandering this earth with nowhere to go. And this is why they're jumping into people. When you are down, the world calls it depressed. When you are down, you got a lot of problems. They know you're at a weak state of mind, so they jump on you. That's when you're vulnerable. They jump on you. They put things in your head. Hey, why don't you start drinking? Hey, why don't you commit suicide? Hey, why don't you go rob a bank? Hey, putting wickedness in your head, because now see these souls, the world call them spirits. They're not of Yah. They were wicked people that died, and their souls are wicked. And Yah says, no, you're not coming to me. I'm rejecting you. All right, Zoro, where are you? Is it 81?
80.
Okay, 80. Go ahead.
They must wander around forever in torment, grief, and sorrow. Their torment will progress in 7 stages. 81.
81, go ahead.
First, they ignore the law of the Most High.
So first thing they did is they ignored the law. We keep trying to tell people we have to live according to this law. But what do they say? Because they believe in the New Testament with Paul nonsense, the law is done away with. Could you imagine America saying, hey, the law's done away with, no more laws in America? That means you could drive 200 miles per hour. A woman could marry 20 men. You could just do whatever. Go to school if you want. Pay your rent if you want. Doesn't matter. No laws. This is what you're telling me with the New Testament. It's saying the laws is nailed to it's done away with? Really? So why is the Most High saying what your punishment is going to be for not doing His laws? Read that last verse you read there.
First, they ignore the law of the Most High.
Okay.
Second, they can no longer make a sincere repentance and obtain life.
So when you die, it's too late to fix it. You can fix it now that you have life, but when you die, that's it. It's done. You don't have another chance to get it right. Go ahead.
Third, they see the reward stored up for those who put their faith in the covenants of the Most High.
So they see what the righteous is going to get, the people that abide in doing His laws. Go ahead.
84. Fourth, they think about the torment that has been stored up for them in the last days.
So in the last days, this is talking about the judgment day, because these souls will be judged on judgment day. And what's going to happen to them according to the Most High? They're going to be put in a lake of fire forever. Ever. Go ahead.
Fifth, they see angels guarding the homes of other souls in complete silence.
So there is other souls that the angels is guarding their home. Let's read a little more into that.
Sixth, they recognize that they must soon be tormented.
So see, that torment is going to come. Your torment don't come as soon as you die. Your spirit don't have nowhere to go, nowhere to rest. It's just wandering and wandering and wandering. But when you see that judgment coming, it's saying, oh boy, they realize now we're going to pay the price. So when a wicked man die and think he got away with it, oh no, you didn't get away with it. Your soul is going to Most High going to deal with your soul. Go ahead, Zara.
87. Seventh, and worst of all, when they see the glory of the Most High, they are sick with remorse and shame. They cringe in fear, because while they were living, they sinned against Him. And now they are about to come before Him to be judged on the last day.
So now they realize, oh no, look, that's the Most High there, but it's too late. So, this is the time to get it right. A lot of people feel, hey, you know what? I'm young. I can party. I can do this. I can do that. I can run women. I can do. When I get older, I'm going to change. Tomorrow's not not promised. You know, just yesterday, my children and I stopped at a store and I left my two sons in the car and I went right into the store. And about 2 minutes later, I heard a loud noise when I turned around and looked across the street. Some guy was speeding down the road in a car, just hit like two or three other cars and ran off the road. That's how easy death comes. Death can come. I mean, you can leave your house with all the plans, just got paid, get ready to have a good day, and boom. And now it's too late to fix it. So the time for us to get close to Yah in obedience, the time to honor the Most High is now. Don't wait. Tomorrow is not promised. Okay? There's no guarantees. Okay, Zara, go ahead.
Now, let me explain.
This is verse 88.
Now, let me explain about those who follow the ways of the Most High, and what will happen when the time comes for them to leave their mortal bodies.
Okay, so those who follow the ways of the Most High, those that walk in this Torah, those that is Yah-fearing people he's talking about. Go ahead.
While they lived on earth, through constant difficulty and danger, they served the Most High and carefully kept the law, given by the lawgiver. This is what they will receive. They will rejoice when they see the great glory of the Most High. He will receive that, and they will enter their rest in 7 stages of joy. The first joy is to have struggled hard and won the victory over the evil impulse.
Okay, 1 second right there. So the evil impulse, it's not going to be easy. Doing law, following the Most High is not easy. Everybody's having lobster. You're at your job and everybody's having lobster and crab and they're having a big Christmas party and they're giving away all this gifts and blah, and you're not participating. And they look at us like we're weird and we're like, man, you know, sometimes you think you're missing out, but you're not missing out. Doing right is not always the easy thing to do. But then again, the Most High he wants you to know that you got to work for this. You got to work for it. You know, he wants to see if you're serious. Do you really love me? Are you really going to be obedient to me? Or are you just going to talk the talk? Because even the people that's into law and into Torah that's doing right or trying to do right, the Most High will test you from time to time. He's going to test you. He wants to know, are you real? Are you just saying you love me? Or do you really love me? You got to prove it. So sometimes he will test you. Okay? But we got to just keep doing what's right.
Hallelujah.
Okay, Zara.
Which was not formed in them, but which did not succeed in leading them from life into death.
Okay, I want you to read that whole verse again, please. 92, all right?
The first joy is to have struggled hard and won the victory over the evil impulse, which was formed in them, but which did not succeed in leading them from life into death. The second is to see the endless wandering of the souls in the wicked and the punishment that is waiting for them.
Okay, so the righteous souls, are going to see the wicked souls and see them just wandering. They have no rest, no place to rest. They're going from body to body, house to house. They're in torment. Okay, this is what's coming to the wicked. So the people that's laughing at us today, oh, it's your Shabbat. No, it's not my Shabbat. It's the Most High Shabbat. He instructed us to keep it, and it's not just the Shabbat, but keeping His laws in general. Okay, go ahead, Zora. 94.
The third is to know what a good report their Maker has given about them, that during their lifetime they kept the law that was interpreted to them.
Okay, entrusted to them. Now, so what was the whole thing? During their lifetime, they kept the law. This is the Torah. They kept the law, the instructions. Yah gave us instructions. We came with instructions. And if look, Adam and Eve, they were given instructions. Eve decided, I'm not going to follow the instructions. I'm going to break it. Yah didn't just curse her. He cursed her for generations to come, right? So what make you think you could just do whatever you want, do as you please, and just continue breaking the laws and you're going to be blessed? Something's wrong with that. You got to use your head. Okay, let's read on, Zara.
Yeah.
The fourth is to appreciate the rest that they are to enjoy in the places where they have been brought together, guarded by angels in complete silence.
So the righteous souls are going to be in a place that's guarded by the angels, the malachims, in complete silence. They're going to have shalom. It's just going to be shalom. Okay? And it's guarded. Okay? The angels is guarding this place. Go ahead.
And with the glory that is waiting for them at the last day. 96. The fifth is to rejoice that they have now escaped the corrupt world, and that they will receive the future life as their possession.
Hallelujah. Okay.
They can see both the narrow, troubled world from which they have been freed and the spacious world they will receive and enjoy forever.
Okay, I want you to stop right there for a minute, okay? Now, this scripture, like I said, is coming out of 2nd Ezra 7. This apocrypha that I'm reading is a little aged, as you see, but I'll show you another one. Let me borrow yours. This is called the Good News Apocrypha. You can also find there's one called the Oxford Apocrypha. Most people have the little red ones with that star on it. That's called the King James Apocrypha. What I've noticed, the Oxford and also this Good News one, to me, it's a little easier to understand. Okay, but the whole point, of this lesson is for us to know that a lot of people feel, well, hey, I'm going to live my life like Christians believe. They're going to live the most wicked life until they get old, and when they reach on their deathbed, they are now going to say a certain prayer, and the Most High is just going to forgive them for every wicked thing they did. That's not what Yah says. Okay, so the Most High is giving us instructions here. He also tells us in scriptures, all of the sinners of my people are going to die. All of the sinners of my people are going to die. He also tells you breaking the Shabbat is a death penalty. Now, whether it's the physical death or the spiritual death, that's up to the Most High. But don't think because you die or someone dies, they got away. You don't get away. Your soul will be judged. Okay? So that's all I have to say on this lesson right here. Please research it yourself. Check it out. If you don't have an apocrypha, you can go online and look it up. And I pray that you all have a blessed and wonderful day. May the Most High be with you. Shabbat Shalom.